Hey guys, Chantel here. Want to come on and share with you this craft planner that I created using a file from the Cutting Cafe. Regina has put together this file that you can use to create like an inventory system for yourself, which I really felt like I needed. One day I was in here and I was looking for a stamp to use, and I was going through all the drawers and I found a stamp. Wasn't sure if I wanted to use that stamp, so I kept looking, and then I found the stamp again. So it turns out I had two of that stamp. So I decided that I needed a way to kind of keep organized. And it's pretty thick, but still handy enough so I can take it with me when I go to the craft store. Or Regina has also created a file in here that's the shopping list. So what you can also do is you can write on that list things that you need and just take that out. What I didn't do yet was perforate the edges of those pages, but I will do that, and that way it'll make it easy for me to just pull it out without having to unbind it. So this is the front cover. First, what I did was I used a piece of clear cardstock, which is available in Regina's shop. If you can see that. It's clear, it's thick. You can use it to make shaker cards. You can use it for things like this. I'm using it as a cover for my book here. And then I just took some StazOn ink and stamped these stamps on it, which I had got from Michael's. Excuse me. And so I just used it as a cover. This is one of the options that she has as the first page, my craft supply planner. Whoever said handmade is cheap obviously didn't purchase craft supplies. I love that one, so that's the one I chose to use. And then I just went through and I picked the inserts that I thought would be useful for me. There are some that I didn't use, but it comes with quite a few different ones. And she also gives you, I don't know if you can see this. It comes with the page with the little tabs on it that are typed up, but you can, there's also some blank ones so that you can write in, and you'll see that I did that on a couple. Write in your own thing. And then I just took some random colors, trying to kind of match it with the front cover there to use, to put the tabs on. So this is this page. I haven't started filling it in yet, but I will start doing that. And then I printed these on heavy cardstock, which I'm happy I did, because it won't, like the inks. I did stamp my inks, which you'll see, but it won't, like run through to the next page. So these are for my acrylics, and I just printed out as many pages as I thought I would need. And so she's got a set that says colors that you have, and then she has one that says colors that you need to replace. So you can, put that in, then take this with you to the store when you go shopping. I did start doing that, but after a while I stopped because I figured if I'm going to go shop for it again, I'll just put it on the craft supply list. This one says cardstock inventory, and I actually really love this insert, which is going to take me some time to fill in, but she's got like the little squares. There's 9 squares on a page, and you can just take and cut a piece of your cardstock, or as you use, and you have like a little scrap piece, you can put it in there, and you can actually put more than one in here. It doesn't have to be that big of a square. It could be a little tiny piece, just so you can see what you have, especially if it's the same brand. So I have a bunch of those pages, and I'll probably need to add some more pages. I was thinking about also putting my designer paper pieces in here also, but I don't know if I will or not, because I have like too much paper. She's got a tab for favorite craft shops, so you can put that in here also, like shops that you that you go to online and what they sell, like ones you frequent, which I actually love this idea, because sometimes things that I have, people will ask me, well, where did you get it from? And I'll say, oh, I got it online, and then can't remember where. So if I have it written down in here, that'll help me to remember. And these, I just printed these on regular copy paper. because I'm just going to be writing with the pen. And the next one is favorite digital shops, which is also another good one. And this is also on regular copy paper. And again, it's got the name and the website, which is good because I do like to go and get a lot of digital images that I print out, like when I'm using my Copics and things like that. So that'll be good for those reasons. And here is the shopping list. See what I mean? So it's just like a full a sheet here, and you can write in things. If you have some notes, maybe like a certain brand or, you know, whatever, you can put notes in there. And I wanted to use, I have like a little perforator that I can use to perforate the edge there, and that way I can just pull it out. And then the other thing that I said I was going to do with these, the shopping list, is I'm going to try my best to, you see how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every 5 is a different color. I'm going to try to not shop until I have at least 5 things that I need to get. So we'll see how well that works out. And then the next one here is embossing powder, which is so needed for me because I do end up buying extras, or, you know, more than what I have, or if I have it and then I'll go get it again. So this would be really helpful for me, and it would also help me to remember what embossing powder, like if I'm getting low on one, then I'll know, okay, I got that from Hero Arts, or, you know, whatever the brand is. Because it took me, I was looking for this one recently, and I couldn't remember what brand it was or where I had gotten it from, because I take my embossing powders and I put them inside of containers, plastic containers, with a spoon, so it makes it easy for me to shovel it and also return it to the container. So here's one that says for those that you need to replace. I don't know if I'm going to use that one. I might just end up taking it out. So yeah, those would be really good for me because sometimes I do get duplicates. This is for glitter. So the same thing here. And then the next one I think is for your ink colors. Yep. And this is the one that I started filling in. I used a very old stamp that I have. I figured I would try a stamp where I can get some clear, some like impressions like this, where, you know, there's space in between, but then there's also an area where it's a solid color. And then that way I can get the best variation on what the color will look like. Here you see I made a oops, but hey, it's whatever. I dropped the clear block after I stamped it. But I put all of the colors in here that I have. All of those are Stampin' Up. So I think I did just about all of my ink colors. I didn't do the chalk inks yet, so I'm gonna do those. But I took a whole bunch of these and put them in here because I do have a lot of inks. And what I also realized is I have a lot of inks that I don't use. So this process also is helping me to decide what I can get rid of, or, you know, what not to buy any more of, and that kind of thing. So here is my Tim Holtz inks, excuse me. And you see the little splotches, those are all on purpose, because what I also have is the those inks. It's not called, it's called something else, but it comes with a little dauber by Tim Holtz, and you could use it like in your like art journaling and things like that. So these all I don't have the actual ink pad for, but I have the daubers. And like this one here, I have the ink pad and the dauber, so I just put a little dot on there to indicate that I have them both. So that's what I did with those. And then here's the last page. This is an ink pad that has like 5 different colors on it. So I took a longer stamp to try to stamp that one out. So, you know, it just keeps going. Then you have one for liquid pearls. This one is punches and dies. What I think I'm going to do for this section is, I think I would be happier taking a picture of the dies, because I have them in one of those cases with the magnetic boards on it. So I'm thinking I might want to take a picture and put the picture there, because I really don't think I want to go and punch a piece of every one of the dies to put in here. So I don't know, I haven't figured that out yet, but it's got a couple of different sizes. so that you can, you know, manage putting them in there. This was embellishments. And again, it looks like that. And then washi tapes. I did pull a couple of my washi tapes. The rest I have to pull down. But you see how I put like a little piece? So I can really get more than one piece of washi in each of these squares, you know, because then that'll help the book not to get too bulky. So that's that one. This one is stamp collection. These are all empty because I just really finished the book. But I look at all the pages that I put for the stamp collection, because I have lots of stamps. So let's see. This one is stickers. Camera won't really focus. Trying to get the video in before the timer runs out. And this is what that page looks like. So yeah, I think this book is gonna help me so much. Now what I added was, because I make candles, so I added a tab for candles. And this sheet here, I took it and put it in my silhouette, and I altered the wording here. So I just put the fragrances. So for all the fragrances that I have, I will write them in there. On the next page is the same thing. And then the next tab, I put supplies that I have for making my candles. So all of those things I'll put in here. And I'm going to put like the size jars, because I have different size jars and things like that. So all of that stuff will go there. And then she gives you a wish list page also. I put it in here just because. Don't know if I'll use it or not, but it's there. That one, and then the last page I have is t-shirts, because I also make t-shirts. So I did this sheet so I can put like the t-shirt sizes that I have and colors. So I'll put the color of the shirts, whether it's v-neck or crew neck, and how many I have and that kind of thing. So I'll keep an inventory of that, so I know, you know, when my supplies are getting low and when I need to get some more. And then the last one I did is for the vinyl that I use to make the t-shirts and things like that. So this sheet is for HTV, which is heat transfer, which I also altered the wording so that it would say what I wanted it to say. And then I did a sheet for just regular vinyl, 651 and 631. So those I'll put on here, which I have to go through my supply and see what it is. And then the last page is just a little pink page on the back. So there's my little supply book. My inventory is super cute. 8.5 by 11 is the total size. I have a binding system that uses these this type of plastic binders right here, the binding. So I just use that. I seem to like it a lot. I like it better than like the cinch or whatever. And yeah, there it is. Thank you guys for stopping by. Head on over to the Cutting Cafe and grab yourself some of this clear paper. It's really thick. It's actually like 3 pieces of acetate together, 3 or 4 sheets. That's how thick it is. I love this stuff. All right, guys. See you again. Bye.